technologies. And this is what OPPO is planning to do once again. Ladies and gentlemen, today we are yet again ready to unveil something incredible, something exceptionally creative, more vibrant, and exquisitely beautiful. Because it's time to see more and see clear with OPPO Reno 2 series. A big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. To hear what's in store for us today, I'd like to invite on stage the newest member of the OPPO India leadership team. He's the Vice President, Product and Marketing of OPPO India, and he's going to take us through the remarkable journey of OPPO in India and enlighten us about the brand's vision for the future. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome with a big round of applause, Mr. Sumit Walia.
Hello, and welcome to yet another exciting launch by OPPO. I want to take this up. Thank you. Okay, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank our media friends, partners, and fans for the continuous support. And to all OPPO fans who are watching us live, a big hello. Today I'm excited, rather thrilled, to introduce our latest technology that is engineered for creativity, the Reno 2 series, which is making its global debut in India today. Yes, you heard it right. India is the first country in the world to experience the creative innovations of the Reno 2 series. Thank you. Thank you. But before I talk more on that, I would like to take a moment to share what we envisioned and achieved so far in India. 6 years ago, when we entered India, we had a vision to revolutionize the smartphone industry and empower our consumers with innovation and technology that will enable them to do more than just communicate. And now, we are proud to say that millions of people across the country are using OPPO phones to fuel their creativity. We created new mobile categories and delivered services that changed the way consumers interacted with their smartphones. Thank you. Our consistent efforts have yielded innovative breakthroughs like WOOC mobile fast charging technology, which helps provide 2 hours of talk time with just 5 minutes of charge. We also introduced the triple lens periscope camera that delivers 10x hybrid zoom capability and went on to motorize the front camera in a shark fin design, which helps achieve 93% screen to body ratio, amongst the many industry firsts. Thank you, thanks a lot. India has always been the key growth driver for OPPO globally, offering to us myriad possibilities to innovate and evolve. Through consistent engagement and consumer-first approach, OPPO has become a household name in India and emerged as one of the most loved smartphone brands in the country. So, let's dive in further and see how we have and are investing in India to deliver products that our consumers love and admire. Thank you. Since our entry in India, we have seen an overwhelming and an ever-growing customer base. And to meet the needs of this customer base, OPPO has been continuously working to strengthen its commitment to Make in India. The ongoing investment of 2,200 crores in the Greater Noida manufacturing facility has helped us produce close to 50 million smartphones annually, which is one smartphone every 3 seconds. I was about to ask you, isn't that exciting? I think your claps say it all. Okay, and by the end of next year, we promise we will double our capacity to produce 100 million smartphones here in India. With the increased production and future export plans, we wish to achieve our dream of making India a global export hub for smartphones. Now, let's take a look inside this state-of-the-art manufacturing facility. Thanks a lot. While local manufacturing is the driving factor, you would also agree that product accessibility is of utmost importance. Keeping this in mind, we have built an intrinsic network of over 60,000 sale points and over 250 exclusive retail outlets across the length and breadth of the country. Thank you. So with ears to the ground and consumer-focused approach, we are constantly working to provide an unparalleled experience to customers. And our premium flagship store in Hyderabad, which is also the company's first in South Asia, is a testament to this endeavor. But trust me, the buck doesn't stop here. We have also built a robust network of 500 plus exclusive service centers across 476 cities, adept at repairing phones within just 1 hour. Thank you. Validating our after-sale services, we were adjudged the #1 smartphone brand in India in terms of after-sales. Thank you, thank you. This comprehensive customer experience, cutting across consideration and after-sale service, has not only helped us increase the brand love, but also led to our growth. We are happy to share that we have achieved an astounding 41% year-on-year growth in India. And we would like to attribute this to the love that we've got not only from consumers, but media, partners, and fans. Your support is truly valuable. At OPPO, we have lived and thrived on innovation. Our constant focus has been to create smartphones that not only meet the demands of an involved smartphone user, but far exceed them. With every new product that we bring to the market, we have tried and scaled new heights of consumer-centric innovation. Our Hyderabad R&D facility, which is also the largest outside China, has been pivotal in helping us understand the dynamic demands of the Indian consumer and build relevant solutions for them. It has contributed in taking forward the legacy of VOOC, fast mobile charging technology, currently being used by 100 million consumers worldwide. Our Reno 2 series will be powered with the latest version of VOOC, the VOOC 3.0. In fact, our Hyderabad R&D Center is already in the process of filing 10 patents in the field of camera technology and artificial intelligence. Okay, let's change some gears and let me talk a little bit about some consumer insights. So from our recent study of the Indian consumer, we found out that there is a surge in consumers wanting to upgrade their smartphones for advanced features. Driven by this insight and understanding, we conceptualized the Reno series, which has been re-engineered for innovation. Back in May, when we introduced our Reno series, it disrupted the premium smartphone segment with industry-first features such as 10x hybrid zoom, shark fin front-rising camera, and best-in-class design. And I'm happy to share that love poured in from all corners for the Reno 10X, and it has been adjudged as one of the most innovative smartphones of 2019. Targeted at creative, young trendsetters with a passion for self-expression, the Reno series has been built to exceed customers' expectations in design, camera, and performance through creative innovations. We understand. Thank you. We understand. Today's consumer wants the best value proposition that encompasses the best in design, the best in camera, the best in performance, and an overall best-in-class smartphone experience. And thus, we decided to expand the Reno portfolio, an epitome of superior design, performance, and innovation to appeal to all smartphone upgraders across price points. Built on the playful, imaginative spirit that drives the Reno ethos, we are excited to introduce the India-first Reno 2 series. The all-new Reno 2 series is equipped with a slew of features that will enhance the overall smartphone experience. Thank you. Okay, now there's a quick question for you all. What do you do when you see something worth sharing? You log on to your favorite social media platform and put up a post on Facebook or share a story at Instagram, right? Thus, we turn our heads to our partners here at Instagram and Facebook to further bolster the creative spirit of Reno 2 series. We learned that users share pictures across multiple genres, ranging from travel, fashion, events, technology, music. We also observe that video consumption is on the rise and engages consumer more, and users are populating the same on stories, which is also growing at a rapid pace. This gave us an inspiration to enhance zoom, low light, and stable video shooting capabilities on the all-new Reno 2 series. These are exciting times ahead, and I know now, I'm sure that you are all ready to see more and see clear with the Reno 2 series. Thank you for me for now.
The Reno and Reno 2 series truly takes the spirit of creativity to the next level. Thank you very much, Mr. Walia, for sharing all your thoughts and insights. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to invite on stage Director, Facebook and Head of India Global Marketing Solutions, Mr. Sandeep Bhushan. Big round of applause, please.
Very good afternoon. Absolute privilege to be here. Wonderful to see a super packed hall. And really privileged to underline our partnership with the fantastic work the OPPO teams are doing in India and of course across the world. And we at Facebook here are represented not just by the teams from India, but actually from Hong Kong and China, just underlining how deep the relationship goes. Because we have the privilege of serving 2.7 billion consumers across the world. meaning virtually anybody who has access to the internet is on one of our platforms. But that is possible only if technology continues to move forward as we are seeing today in the case of OPPO and multiple such initiatives that hardware, software and the internet networks help us work off of to make sure we bring this. Every time you pick up your phone and send that WhatsApp message, put a post on Facebook or share on Instagram, you know there are many of us involved in making that possible. Sometimes only the app you see, but actually it's more of us. So we are very grateful to OPPO and partners to take that further. Thank you. I think the interesting piece, and so that's great context, is what is happening on the consumer front as they look at their smartphone. The largest use case on the phone is not calling, we know that, right? It is sharing. But sharing continues to evolve from, hey, I'm sharing something that someone else did, e.g. a news article, a story, or somebody else's pictures, to this is me, but more importantly, this is me now. What gives people this confidence? What gives them this need for expression? What gives you this ability of expression? We're going to go a little bit into depth in the next 3-4 minutes and give you a sense of where this comes together, and then of course we'll see how we're working together to take that in the context of the OPPO launch as well. So let me move forward. Instagram is the natural home for influencers. An influencer is one who suggests to people around that interest area what they should be doing, what they should be focused on. An influencer can be a celebrity, your favorite cricketer, your favorite brand, or any interest leader that you care for. And why is that important? That's important because if I'm following a passion, this is really the pinnacle of where that passion point is. So let's say I am a sports junkie, my feed is filled with people who are excelling in sport. That brings me back every day and I build off that. Why the influencers are on Instagram, I'll come back to in a minute. What are people following? So what kind of influencers get followed? Virtually every interest there is, but there's no surprise. Sumit also suggested this, and this is India data. So whether it's fashion, beauty, auto, travel, no surprises. These are the largest interest groups, and these are also the largest interest groups on Instagram. But the most interesting one, of course, is gadgets. And gadgets is two roles. One is I follow gadgets because I like technology. But more interestingly, gadgets is the reason how I'm able to express myself, because the quality of the camera, the ability to fire up the app, the ability to seamlessly work through the features is critical. Yeah. So interests across virtually every single field are here. On consumers, however, we could all, for example, be following celebrities in a newspaper, no problem. We could follow celebrities anywhere else. What the angle that Instagram brings, which is very, very unique, is the ability to authentically express as well. So here's a suggestion. If I told you, here's a format, you put a picture out, it lasts only 24 hours, you can put as many as you need to. Anybody who's seeing it sees only 15 seconds and it continues in a loop. Your life is being told in an unending stream of social visibility, and we call it Instagram stories. You've seen stories, you put out the stories, you're not waiting to do your makeup and that perfect family picture, you are saying it as it is. Instagram stories, therefore, is giving you a stream of consciousness in the social space which is infinite. What happens further is tools that are on Instagram. So whether you take the way you can edit, the way you can put a filter, you can put it all together and have playful expression. And that is why actually influencers come onto Facebook and especially to Instagram, where they're authentically putting their pieces out. So here's a celebrity. You go and see a video on some channel, that's great. But the behind the scenes will be on Instagram. Their wishes to their loved ones will be on Instagram. The fact that after winning the test match in West Indies, they'll be on a boat will be on Instagram, because that's where they're conveying their life, because the playfulness, the ability to express is a nice virtuous circle that's keeping people together. So question therefore is, if this is the phenomenon that's now possible, what can technology do? What can partners like OPPO do to take this even further? And that's the opportunity we have together. All of this, of course, leads to greater engagement and authentic self-expression. So that's what I had as context in terms of the way consumers are moving forward in their social expression and their social sharing. And we've come together to take this even further into a next step of getting consumers involved. And to bring that to light, I'm very, very excited to invite my partner from China, Kitty Lun, who leads our creative shop out of Greater China, Facebook from Hong Kong. Kitty, tell us more. Welcome.
Thank you, Sandeep. Thank you. This is the relay. Thank you very much, Sandeep. And Namaste, India. I'm so happy to... Do you understand? Namaste, is that correct? Yeah. Namaste. I'm so excited to be in India again for the exciting launch of OPPO Reno 2 series. And 你好，中国。我知道我们现在在 live， 所以希望在看的 OPPO 的同事、Facebook 的同事、大中华区的，大家好。I'm Kitty Lun. As Sandeep has introduced, I run the creative shop in Greater China, and I'm based in Hong Kong. When I first heard about the Reno 2 launch, it was actually from our lovely partners from OPPO, that they have this new series for Reno, and they would like to partner with Instagram, for their next campaign. And like what Sandeep and Sumit have talked about, Instagram really is the place where you can reach the young people and where the young people are expressing themselves. So we were tasked to establish OPPO's position in creativity. I should have changed. In creativity. And instead of just doing the ordinary campaigns, we wanted to challenge the status quo. On Instagram, as the platform for expression, there are already some status quo on the platform. So what do we mean by that? We have a lot of influencers around the world. They make their posts and they tell their stories, but it's kind of getting very similar. There's actually a general kind of sameness and cliche, don't you see? When you go onto Instagram and you see all these influencers, they want likes, they want more people to engage with them, and there is a certain way that they express themselves. What we want to do is, instead of being similar, we want to challenge that status quo. We want to show that this is not the right way to do it. Instagram actually is the expression of who you are, what you really are. So we want to challenge that. And let's tell the millennials, tell the influencers, and tell the audience that if you want to be different, if you want to be unique, this is the place where you can express. So how are we going to execute it? This is the idea. Challenge your perspective. Instagram is the place where you can be creative, that you can challenge your perspective. This is actually, you are the first people in the world to see this campaign. This is rolling out in the whole world. It's like when everybody go to the same sightseeing spot, you shoot the same picture. We want to challenge that perspective because everyone should have their unique way of looking at the world and have their unique perspective and have their unique point of view. And this is what we are trying to do. So therefore, challenge your perspective is what OPPO and Instagram are going to join hands to tell our audience. But how are we going to do that instead of, just the advertising campaign? We are going to do an influencer campaign. We are getting a group of Instagram creators from around the world. It's a joint partnership between OPPO and Instagram. And we are curating very special perspective from these influencers. We've got influencers from Poland, Denmark, North America, Southeast Asia, around the world, and they are actually, while we are talking, they're making their campaign with the new Reno 2 series. And they're going to shoot what they think is their own perspective, not the cliche. They are challenging the status quo. And then they are going to show the world what they are, who they are, and they are going to show the world through their lenses. So this campaign is going to unveil, to the global audience and the Indian audience all together. So I'm very, very looking forward to the campaign that they are creating, the videos that they are creating on Instagram, and it's going to be a next page for Instagram and OPPO together. So thank you very much. And this is, the campaign is work in progress, and we are going to show different perspectives from the different influencers from around the world. So have a good day. Namaste.
Thank you very much, Ms. Lun, and thank you, Mr. Bhushan, for those wonderful presentations. It's not just the young people, it's older people too, who like to express their creativity on the gram. And we are all looking forward to that wonderful new campaign, Challenge Your Perspective. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to get to know a little bit more about the Reno 2 series, and who better to do that than the product manager, OPPO India, Mr. Jitin Abraham. Please welcome him on stage with a big round of applause. Stage is yours.
Thank you, Mandira. Well, hello everyone. I'm really glad that each and every one of you are here today to witness something quite unique, which has never been done before. Well, OPPO, for the first time in our history, is launching its product globally from India. Such an exciting news which Sumit has already shared with you. Well, to keep the excitement level really, really high, we also heard about, or we are going to talk to you more about how OPPO is going to change the consumer engagement with the launch of Reno 2 series. Well, you already have an idea. You just heard it from Miss Kitty. With our latest hashtag, Challenge Yourself. Well, it has been created, or a contest that has been designed to fuel your creativity and drive memorable experiences. All you have to do is go to the nearest OPPO store, get a picture click from the latest OPPO Reno 2, upload it on the social media threads and Instagram threads of OPPO India with two simple hashtags. Hashtag OPPO Reno 2 and hashtag Challenge Yourself. Well, the best entries will stand a chance to win at the latest OPPO Reno 2 series smartphones every hour. And some lucky winners stand a chance to attend the Instagram mentoring sessions in partnership with Facebook. It's quite exciting, isn't it? I want to keep this excitement level a little bit more higher. I want to increase it. That's why I'm going to talk to you more about the product, the Reno series. You all know that the Reno series have been re-engineered to bring innovation to the camera, to the different perspectives of design and the technology that we bring in. Well, with this latest product, the Reno 2, we want to bring this legacy forward, and that's exactly what we are doing. So let's take a deep dive into the product features. The first feature that makes this product really, really exciting is its camera module. When I talk about camera module, each and every one of us who are present here consider themselves as good photographers, including me, excellent photographers. Everybody has their own capability of taking a picture, taking a brilliant portrait. Now, when we see something really beautiful, what we do first is take the phone and take pictures. But we want those pictures to be as unique, as real as we see that in real life. That's the biggest challenge, and that's where Reno 2 is setting a greater, a bigger benchmark. For the first time ever in OPPO, we introduce to you a quad camera setup. Thank you. The quad camera comes with a 48 megapixel primary camera supported with 3 other lenses. Personally, I am a curious photographer. I want to click those pictures that are really near to me, but I also want those pictures that are quite far away from me, but at the same clarity that I get, that I see those images with my own eyes. Well, in order to do that, you need a zooming lens, a good one, the best one. That's exactly what we are doing with the Reno 2. With the OPPO Reno 2, we introduce 5x hybrid zoom, which will bring those images, those subjects you want to click 5 times closer to you. Also, we have 20x digital zoom as well. The Reno 2's triple lens automatic switching and image fusion technology will enable you to capture or get an amazing zooming experience. Let's see a few images that can show you the zooming capability of Reno 2 in a better way. As you can see in the background, they have been shot using the Reno 2's zooming capability. Let me take you through the quad camera Intra, which is powered by the late 86 sensor. It's got an aperture size of f1.7, and for better stability during clicking images and watching videos or shooting videos, we have optical image stabilization as well. It's not just that the sensor is better than the previous generation, it also gives you a superior camera performance than the previous generations. Nowadays, you will also find sufficient photography tools out there in the phones and cameras, which can help you capture in conditions. We would like to call it, give you an amazing experience in your low light shooting conditions. It can pick up those details that are even invisible to the human eye. Thanks to the latest NPU algorithm, even if light levels are below 1 lux, this AI algorithm will automatically pick up those details and give you those images that are real and natural. And it will look just like you've clicked them in broad daylight. For photography enthusiasts, we have more good news because we have equipped Reno 2 with a few more incredible features that I want to mention here. First of all, the ultra wide angle and the ultra macro mode will ensure that you capture stunning shots. Even if the subjects in the image are minuscule, or even if it's a wide, broader image. Therefore, you see more and see clear with the latest Reno 2 series. First, let's talk about the wide angle lens. The wide angle lens provides a visual angle of 116 degrees. Quite simply telling, even if it's a group of friends who are clicking the picture together, or even if you're clicking the picture of a scenery out there, it will be easily fit into the frame with the help of Reno 2's wide angle camera. It's quite as simple as taking a few steps backwards to get the perfect angle for a shot. But the difference is, you don't have to do that, the camera does it for you. And we usually scroll down through the Instagram profiles and we see those amazing pictures that have been shot really, really close up. Let's say, for example, a flower. And you must be wondering how these are even being clicked without, with a very professional camera. You need a professional camera for such a beautiful image with so much details into it. But you don't need a professional camera anymore to get such details. Because with Reno 2, it comes equipped with the Ultra Macro mode. It will help you, or it automatically switches onto the lens when it detects a close range shot. I don't have to tell more about the Ultra Macro mode because you can see directly that these shots have been taken from the latest Reno 2's Ultra Macro mode. As you can see, it's very precise and the details are crystal clear. Now let's talk about the portrait mode. The portrait mode 2.0 in the Reno series is designed to up your photography game. When I'm shooting portraits, the first thing or the most important thing that I look for is my subject in the image is the focus. In order to do that, I need to blur the background in the perfect way possible. So Reno 2 provides a powerful background blurring capability in its portrait bokeh mode. And a common challenge while clicking portrait modes is that you need to get that exact skin color tone of the subject. Reno 2 uses a smart skin tone extraction technology and an intelligent metering method to achieve natural looking image. It gives you the natural skin color tone to your images. We all
గవర్నమెంట్ స్కూల్లో అది మీ స్కూల్లో
ఇప్పుడు చేతన్ స్కూల్లో ఫార్మల్ పద్ధతిగా ఉంటుంది హ్యాండ్ రైటింగ్ డిసిప్లిన్ బాగా సెట్ అవుతుంది. ఇప్పుడు అది ఇంగ్లీష్ ఒక్కొక్కరు ఇప్పుడు పికప్ పెట్టాలి
ఇంగ్లీష్
మా ఫస్ట్ క్లాస్ అది ఉంటుంది అవ్వలేను బయట వస్తే అదే కొంచెం చెప్తాను అదే చెప్తాను డబ్బులు తీసుకున్నాయంటే అంతే సార్ ఎప్పుడో ఫస్ట్ ఇయర్ వేసినా సరిపోయింది లేదు తగ్గదు బేసిక్ 5 వరకు మళ్ళా కానీ నిర్ణయం చేసుకుని తీసుకోండి.
ఏమది తీసుకోవాలి చెప్పండి ఏం ఆ క్యాబిన్ ఎవరు కదా ఫ్రెండ్స్ ఏం తెలుసు అంతే అది అంతే उसका क्या तो ఇప్పుడు వేస్తారా కూర్చోండి Kalau